Greetings. Suffering in general is looked upon as a bad thing, but there is good suffering also. Take for example an alcoholic. An alcoholic suffers from excessive drinking, probably has bad health, has problems with the law, has problems with his family, has problems with his job. So an alcoholic is suffering in many aspects and of his life, of his or her life. Now, which is bad. Now, take that person and put him in a hospital or in rehab and give them medication and take away their alcohol. Then that person starts recovering, and though rehab is painful, the suffering that the individual is going through is temporary compared to what that individual had been living. So the suffering of getting clean and not being an alcoholic anymore is good suffering. So that's an example of good suffering. Another example is all the people that are disobedient to the Creator's word and to His commandments. They may or may not suffer, but yes, everybody suffers, some less and some to a greater degree. We all suffer in our lives. But in the second resurrection, in the lake of fire, there'll be suffering. And though many believe that it's an everlasting torture, it's actually a suffering. It's a punishment to purify and cleanse the individuals from their impurities that they had, so that they could enter into the new world, into the new kingdom. So what was once corrupted is now purified through the fire and brimstone. Brimstone is sulfur. Sulfur is a purification thing. It purifies, among other things that it might do. So that's another example that the ungodly will suffer temporary through the punishment that God would inflict on them in the lake of fire. But it's a temporary suffering and punishment for a greater good. So suffering and punishing is good when the person or the individuals get purified, healed, cleaned. So that's my talk for today. Yahweh bless, believe less, and think more.